What's happening, everybody? This is Dave from Steel City Jones Flight Academy. Today we are fired up because there is a new announcement that DJI just dropped a couple hours ago about a new aircraft, and we're very excited to get that information to you. So, just in time for Enter Drone, DJI released that there is a new Mavic 2 Enterprise model, and that's going to be very similar to our current models. It is called the Enterprise Advanced. The Enterprise Advanced is going to be all of the current models, all hybrid into one model. So currently we have right here, which is the Mavic 2 Enterprise Zoom, and then we also have the Mavic 2 Enterprise Duals, which is for the thermal. So we have a thermal camera and then a zoom camera, with the zoom camera capable right now of only 2 times optical zoom up to an additional 4 times digital zoom, which again, it's been nice, but a bit limited. Now, in the past, recent months, there's been competition out there, which is the Autel Evo 2 Dual, and that has the hybrid as well, which is a little bit of zoom, and it also has the thermal capability of a 640x12 resolution thermal camera. And recently, the Parrot Inofia USA just released, and that also has thermal and zoom capability. If you want more information on that, we have a brand new, very comprehensive video on the Parrot Inofia that you can compare this to. But back to this now. So with the Enterprise Advanced, let's talk about some of the features and functionality to it. It is exactly the same size as our current models, no larger, no smaller, basically the same type of flight time, construction, build, and we are now told that the flight quality and performance is even going to be that much better, which we have been very impressed with because we have flown this aircraft and up to like 30 miles an hour in Florida without any problems. So that's very good. So you can expect that kind of performance and continuing to get even better. Now, what everybody has been waiting for is the specs on the camera. So with this camera, we have a 640 by 512 resolution thermal camera, and that is a significant improvement over the current model. And that's essentially 4 times the resolution. It's at 30 hertz, and it is a radiometric sensor camera where we can get radiometric data off of that. Now, what I can tell you is, since this is a DJI sensor, it is not a FLIR sensor. What that means is there's going to be no MSX technology built into it, and you're not going to be compatible with the FLIR tools, just like the M300 isn't either. Now, with the camera, this is a 46 megapixel half-inch sensor, very similar to the Mavic Air 2. And that's going to be a significant increase in resolution. And that's where it's going to help, is that because this is going to be up to 32 times zoom. And it's going to be a 30 times digital zoom. But since we have that extra resolution on the camera side, that pixelization is going to be minimized, and we're going to have a very, very good quality at the 32 times level. So this is going to have RTK compatibility. You're going to be able to put another attachment on there, just like you're seeing on your screen. And then this will be compatible with what's called N-Trip. If you're not familiar with N-Trip or RTK, we have a lot of very good videos explaining what RTK does, what the advantages of RTK are. We can go into that. Essentially, to strip it down, very basic, all drones essentially have a consumer-grade GPS sensor in there that uses a compass for heading, and the accuracy on that can be plus or minus 30 feet relative to where it really is on the Earth, without using any kind of reference like control points to it. So the RTK takes out the compass for heading. It no longer uses that. Thus, all of the environmental influences that can be very problematic for flight are removed. So we also know N-Trip, though, is going to be all network based. So that's how RTK works. RTK works off of a known base station. In this case, N-Trip is a base station that's going to broadcast out to the internet, and you can get that from a subscription-based service. Now, many states have a free RTK-based service that you can get to. So for example, Florida, Alabama, those are states that have free RTK service. Where we are in Pennsylvania, however, does not have that, and you have to pay for that. And also there is some limitations to the RTK N-trip service because you have to have a very good network connection to be able to get that in a hotspot to your smart controller. One last note about the RTK side is that the functionality of this RTK is not going to be compatible with the DRTK2 base station. So like the DRTK base station that's used on the 210 RTK and the 300 RTK is not going to be compatible with this unit. So we can only use RTK positioning and service based upon that N-trip service that we're going to have. So I know a lot of you are asking, is this water resistive? Can we fly this in the rain or the snow? Unfortunately not. This does not have an IP rating, and this is not water resistant. So this is like the current base models where we cannot fly in the rain or snow, unfortunately. Another question I know that a lot of you are burning to ask, can this be used for mapping? The answer is yes, it can be used for mapping, but it has not been designed for survey grade accuracy. So what that means is with this dual camera sensor and everything, it's not like a prime lens where we have a mechanical shutter that's really designed for very undistorted pictures that's going to give us a very good accuracy for our projects. Yes, this will allow you to be able to do mapping, and you can use Pilot to do the autonomous flights, the mission flights. You can do rows and grids and anything that you want to be able to do. And the waypoints have been significantly updated to be able to do over 200 waypoints on a flight mission. But if you're looking for survey grade accuracy of say 1, 2, 3 centimeters of accuracy, really the two best options for you are the Phantom 4 RTK or the Matrice 300 with the new P1 sensor that's about to be released. That also segues into when is this aircraft going to be released or available. And right now we are told that it's going to be available Q1 of next year. So anytime between January and March, this aircraft's going to be available. And as soon as it becomes available, we're going to jump on this thing right away, test it like we always do with all of our comprehensive videos, and we're going to sell it, and we're going to offer comprehensive training with it as well. So with that said, I hope that gets you up to speed on where we are right now with the new release and the information that we know about. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down below in the comment section. And if you haven't yet, please help us out. Subscribe to our channel. That'll help us be able to give you a lot more content in the future. And thanks again. Stay safe out there. We'll talk to you soon.